Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Tuesday, August 13th, 2019. I don't even have to look at my watch to know that because it is a very special day. It is our 9-year anniversary. 9 years. Thank you. 9 years ago today, our doors opened and the line going up the counter was flooded with people who wanted to play arcade games, and it was out of the box. Seeing so many people enjoy this was absolutely amazing. We never knew what it was going to grow to become, and we never set out to be the largest arcade in the world. That was never really the goal. We opened 9 years ago today, 130 machines. It was $15 to get in. And over the last years, we have met so many amazing players. We've added so many amazing new games and expanded the arcades and held so many events. It is just incredible to think back and imagine and recollect everything that has happened over the last 9 years. So a lot of people we need to thank, starting with first the people that I work with. I owe a tremendous debt of gratitude towards, because while I get to be up here and chatter away about arcade games and stuff, none of this would be possible without the help of all the guys that I work with. Not only here at the arcade, but on productions and Galloping Ghost reproductions and pinball and Galloping Ghost Garage and everything else that we do. So starting with the guy, he's been with me forever, Jeremiah Smith. Like, huge shout outs to Jeremiah. The voice of reason since the studio. He's been with Galloping Ghost since Galloping Ghost Productions when we were filming Dark Presence. This is back in 2005 he came aboard, and could not do it without him. Like I said, everybody. Brandon Diaz, our lead artist over at Galloping Ghost Productions. Huge asset in making Galloping Ghost reproductions take shape. His brother Phil Pops Diaz. Nick Edgerton, of course Sam Gates, who has become my right-hand man. Work real close with him. Could not do any of what we do. He's the guy that handles so much. When we need cabinets or something needs to work, we call Sam Gates and make sure it gets done. Tommy Waffles, Tom Nieder, who is started out on Team GGA and has grown on the production side to be just an unstoppable force and handles so many things. Huge shout outs to Tom. Of course, Will Searle, who co-owns Galloping Ghost Garage. He's our lead programmer. So many cool things going on with Will, so thanks him. Then here at the actual arcade itself, none other than former Game of the Year, Pete Hahn. Who every Monday, and it's just so much, he keeps everything running straight around the arcade. Could not do the arcade without him. Eddie Perez. Who has since been separated from the Nick and Eddie pair and is now standing on his own as such a... There he is. Nick. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for all that you do, Nick. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right, get back to productions, Nick. Get out of here. Just joking. Also here at the arcade, Mike McCarthy, who has been... I was looking for you. It's the first time I've not seen... I always look for Mike behind the counter. He's there. Thank you so much for being here, Mike. Again, it is not just myself or any one person. It's the collaboration of everybody working hard. You got Maurice Smith. You got Shady, Joe and Raina down at the garage. Like everybody, Jim over at Reproductions. Everybody pitches in and works so hard. It's it's an honor to get to work with these people. And doing it for 9 years, you would think that it would, maybe it's people would be burning out. And I've never seen so many people passionate about what they do and care about what they do and put the effort in. And it's so awesome. And it doesn't seem like 9 years. It has just flown by. And even with all the expansions and the new games, every day it's a joy. So I often hear people tell me, "Oh, you work so much, you work so much." It's like I'd be here even more if the girlfriend wouldn't lose her mind. But I hope we're able to go forever. I've seen so many arcades. When you think about 9 years, when you think of what people consider the prime time of arcades, it didn't last 9 years. And I feel that we're just starting out. We're still just gaining momentum and speed. And while we've already hit so many milestones, 727 games on the arcade floor, we've expanded from 1 building into 4 buildings and a pinball building. We've got a lot more to come. We've seen so many tremendous players come into this place. And watching that, I think even that itself is just picking up speed. And today, we're going to be announcing our Gamer of the Year for 2019, which is it's always a difficult choice. And we're so fortunate, we have all the Gamers of the Year here. Let's bring up Matt Rocco. Can you come up here? The original, the first world record holder, the first Gamer of the Year. And it was so crazy back in those days. It's so different. It's evolved and changed and become bigger and crazier, and who would have thought? But it started with you. You were the first score on Halley's Comet. When you set that world record, you set this precedent that's still talked about today. And huge thank you for all that you have done for the arcade and your support. And unfortunately, you're not around as often, but what you've done to this place has persisted and lives on, and players still. Matt Rocco guy. So congratulations. Thank you so much for all you have done.
Thanks, Zach. Always good to be here, guys. Still waiting for Buck Hunter!
One day, Buck Hunter. This Monday? Who knows? We all know, but then Matt Rocco set that bar, and that kind of lit the fire behind our next Gamer of the Year. Jimbo Slice, our second Gamer of the Year. Jimbo rocking his brand new Jimbo Slice Accolades Galloping Ghost Arcade shirt. Arcade Gamer of the Year 2012, two-time 10X champion, multiple hardcore championships. So awesome. Congratulations. Thank you, James, for all that you have done here at the arcade. Your championships continue on, and thank you.
Oh, no worries, Doc. Thank you for making this pleasant place to come. Eric, can you hear me, right? Okay. I'm not going to say much, but it was 7 years ago that I got Gamer of the Year. And once enough, this is my opinion. But there's some players that haven't got Gamer of the Year. Good players I like to mention, like Andrew Izzo, or what's his name? Joe Snavely, Steve Strohs, and a lot of everybody that earned the title Gamer of the Year that make this place welcome. I mean, I'm not a guy of words, but really, I gotta thank you, Doc, for making this. Really, thank you. It's not going to be easy for people to adjust to Jimbo Slice, even though I got to commend Michelle McCormick-Seiler. She is now the one that coined Jimbo Slice. And no, I will not beat Kimbo Slice, Lake Kimbo Slice. Thank you.
James White, Jimbo Slice. Continuing on, our next Gamer of the Year, Matt Walters. Now, Matt, you came in at such an interesting time, and you you brought such a great unity to this community, and you've got a level-headedness to you, and have brought. It was just so. It was interesting. You really pulled everybody together, and from that we've seen, I think, players better strategizing towards setting scores and working together and communicating much better. So thank you for everything that you have done for this place.
Thank you, Doc. It's been a pleasure to be a part of this community, as always. And just to be part of something that's competitive and positive for everyone is a real joy. I think that a lot of things out there in the world right now are pretty divisive, and just to have something like this where we can all sort of do the same thing and be on the same page is really important right now. So thank you for that, for providing a place so we can come together and do all that. And I'm looking forward to seeing who this year's Gamer of the Year is. So thank you.
Thank you. Matt Walters. Thank you, man. Thank you. Next, Fred DeHart. Fred, it was at that point when you won Gamer of the Year. It was every year it's a tough choice. You had so many world records, and you were taking Schmuppin to a whole nother level. But you brought a new level of fun. Like, everybody who comes to the arcade, they're like, man, I just want to go hang out with Fred DeHart, have a beer with that guy. Like, that guy's just awesome to chat with, talk with, hang out with. So thank you for all that you have done here at the arcade.
Well, thank you for the kind words, Doc, and thank you for, I'm kind of echoing what Walters had to say, like this great environment for all us to get together, play a lot of great games, and just have a great time. So congratulations on another anniversary, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you, Fred DeHart. Next up after that, who won? Who was next? Was it Pete? I honestly don't remember. It's Pete Gores. Was it Pete Gores? No, it was Pete Hahn. Pete Hahn, of course. I'm switching them around. None other than former Game of the Year, Pete Hahn. Sorry, Pete. I don't often know what year it is. But Pete, you do so much. You managed to leave a few scores for a few other players to get. It's so nice that you've got so many world records. You maintain such a strong tie with the community. The place would not be what it is without you. It's so awesome to have that connection to the players, and thank you for everything that you do.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. I do love being part of this community, and I do like being often the first person that some of our community members, the first time they come in, I'm sometimes the first person they talk to, and I get to introduce them to everyone, and that's something I find pretty special. So I want to thank you for giving me the chance to do that. I'll keep going with everything I'm doing here, and just thank you for giving me the chance. Thank you, everyone, for supporting me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Pete Hahn. So awesome. Thank you, Pete. Next, it was Pete Gores. Pete, you enjoy so many different games. Like, you're all over the place with the games that you enjoy. When you won, you also had a interesting tie to helping us fix some games and on the technical side, which was so awesome. Like, most of the players, they love being in front of the games, but you helped preserve some of this gaming history that might have otherwise not been preserved. So we thank you for that and everything that you do. Always an awesome time watching you play, watching you step up to games and just crush them. It's so amazing. So thank you, Pete.
Oh, thank you very much, Doc. I really appreciate everything that you've put out for us to play too. So I'm glad to be able to help out whenever I can.
That is so awesome. You're definitely one you enjoy some of the more obscure stuff, and even your pick of the year for what game you wanted was like, yeah, that's a really cool game. I can't wait to put that out. So Pete Gores. Thank you, man. Thank you. After Pete Gores, it was the one and the only Jamie Tibbetts. What can be said? He's such a phenomenal player. He resonates so well with the community as a whole. Like players from out of town, and it's just unbelievable watching you grow as a player, your skills in shmups and shooting games and classics, and just watching you perform in Battle of the Arcades and T20. Absolutely phenomenal. And it doesn't seem like some players we've seen them kind of like they win the Gamer of the Year and then they kind of they check out. But you have been just on top of it since day one coming here. And beyond playing here, playing at other arcades, and that's really awesome. And you do really have that true arcade gaming culture to you, which is really cool. So Jamie Tibbetts, thank you, man. Thank you.
Congrats on 9 years.
Thank you.
I'm only sad that I was not here for the first 3, but I think at the rate we're going, I think we'll probably all be here for at least another 20. We'll all be in wheelchairs, still coming here. Well, some of us will be in wheelchairs before others, but all right. But anyway, I'm really glad you made this place. I agree with Walters. It's fantastic that we can all come. We can all do the same thing, all enjoy each other's company. Everybody here is super nice. I just love the fact that this place exists, the community exists, and it's all because of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. You know, before I get the next game of the year, that is really it's a amazing thing. Like, the people that come here get it. The outside world, you see on the news about how video games and violent video games and everything. Well, we see about 80,000 people a year through the door here. Everybody comes through, they come in, big smile on their face, and usually they leave with new friends and new experiences. I've seen families brought closer together because of this place. I've seen people deal with bad things going on in their life with this place, and it's just so phenomenal. It's not something you could plan, and well, it's a business. It's something much bigger behind it, and it's great to hear that people that are here understand that. And if only the rest of the world could enjoy the camaraderie that happens here amongst people traveling in from all over the world. Everybody gets along. That all happens here, and so that's a special thing. But enough of my ranting and tirades. Let's bring up Chris Plackey, your Gamer of the Year. Chris, thank you so much for being here. You were driven when you heard about the Gamer of the Year. You were approaching achievements and you setting goals for yourself and really striving to prove yourself amongst so many great players. You didn't have like a huge arcade background, and it was amazing to watch you swing it out with these guys that had so many world records. Like, you look at how many world records are held by the Gamers of the Year alone. It's hundreds. And that's amazing to come in and walk away with not only that title, but as many world records and high scores and achievements as you have. So congratulations. Thank you for all that you've brought to the arcade.
I'll trade you. Thank you very much. This truly is the highest honor, and I was very happy to accept that award. And I know I haven't been around lately, but it's because I've been putting my focus into Ghost Battle series. Thanks to, our obsession for MK has no limits. But yeah, I've been there weekly, leveling up with great players like Tommy Waffles, Shady, GGA Jeremiah. But starting next week, I will be making a comeback. I will be back reclaiming and setting new scores, so you will see me more often. Watch out. Other than that, congrats to you and your team for all the hard work you put into this place. Every year, you guys make this place bigger and better, and I look forward to what you guys have in store for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris Plackey. Thank you so much, Chris. The belt back here. Before I forget, I omitted Zach Edgerton, and who does so much everywhere, and Ken Walker, Greg Gominas, Doug Fox, our out-of-house repair tech. All those guys also cannot omit them from me saying thanks to them helping make this place what it is, because we, again, could not do it without them. I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anybody, but as the team has grown, it's hard to remember the list of names on the fly. But thank you, all my guys. Thank you to all the players again, everybody that travels in and has made this place so amazing. It's something that telling new people about it, the question is, like, that's how that place is, and it really is. So thank you all for that. 9 years, it has just flown by. We look forward to making next year even bigger and better. 9 years is amazing. We want to set up things for our 10th year anniversary that is just going to floor everybody. New expansions. We've got, at last count earlier today, 206 games in the vault. So there's new games for the next many years to come. And we are very excited. And again, thank you everybody in the stream chat, everybody that has shown up to be a part of it. It is just a phenomenal thing. And with that, I think it is time to announce the new Gamer of the Year. But there is an unfortunate twist to this year's Gamer of the Year, because I have to announce it. It is Andrew Owasco. But unfortunately, he is not here right now. So we will have Pete Hahn come up to accept the award for him. Pete, thank you so much for accepting this to Andrew. Andrew, phenomenal player, setting so many amazing high scores and world records in such a short amount of time. Relatively new, but definitely making his presence known within the arcade. And every year it is so difficult to pick the Gamer of the Year, except for a couple years. But this year was extremely tough. Like, Pete, you devastate the scores every year. And guys like Zurst had his 5th year winning T20. And Jamie Tibbetts had his T20 run. He had his Battle of the Arcades run. Like, unbelievable. It is so tough. But Andrew walks away with it this year. We really hope that this will, he is new. So we hope this really brings him more into the community. So, Pete.
It's my pleasure to accept this on Andrew's behalf. I was, I think, the first person Andrew ever spoke with here and kind of introduced him to a few of us. I think I might have entered his first score, and some people might not like that all the scores he's been taking, but it's good to have competition. Keeps everyone sharp, and I think he's just going to improve from here. He's only been here about 7-8 months, and what he's done already is incredible. And he's going to have a great year. I can tell already. There's no doubts in my mind about that. So congratulations to Andrew. I will present this to him the next time I see him, and hopefully he'll be around soon. Maybe later today, he said.
Hopefully, we will have a full interview with him, and we will record presenting this to him. And your Gamer of the Year, he gets the belt, he gets the statue, he gets the plaque. It's Andrew, your new 2019 Gamer of the Year. Congratulations to Andrew. James White, definitely. He knows Andrew's name. So again, thank you so much, everybody who made it out. If anybody wants to come up and say anything, feel free. If not,
there's going to be cake. Stick around.
There is cake. There is pizza. I guess on that, we will wrap up the live stream. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. One last time, your 2019 Gamer of the Year, Andrew Owasco. He had so many people rooting for him to win. Gamer of the Year is so incredible. We can't wait. Again, we will give you a video of his acceptance speech soon. So thanks, everybody. Thank you for an amazing 9 years. Here's to an infinite amount more. And we'll be back. Look for us on Monday Mystery. We will be, of course, ready with a new Monday Mystery game, number 728. So thank you all for the congrats in the stream. Thank you all so much for that. The New Year's resolution to make it even bigger and better, continue bringing everything and improve upon what we're already doing. So thank you so much. This is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade, and we hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thank you, everybody.